sir.
Okay, hi.
Sudhakar.
Okay, hi Sudhakar. Yeah, ఇంకా Vishnu. Hi Vishnu. Hemant, you know about SQL? ఎవరన్నా ఇంకెవరు? మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్. హేమంత్ కుమార్, మీకు ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉందా సీక్వెల్ అంటే ఏంటి? సీక్వెల్ ఉపయోగించి ఏం చేస్తాం?
No, sir.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
new to
You are
this
also
subject. Yeah.
okay, fine. So we have enough count. Let's start. So team, actually we have prepared one doc, okay, which covers entire syllabus of this SQL task. Okay, I'll be just going through that, and if you are having any queries in between, just tell me, like, stop here, and then I will just guide you to the correct point. Okay. So, anyone can give some idea about how we have. I mean, if you go to some store or if you go to some malls. So, what do you see like when you are giving some kind of information? So, what is that information called? Like when you do swipe in. I mean, when you give your ATM, so lot of data it is going to store, right? I mean. Uh, మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏటీఎంకి వెళ్ళారనుకోండి. హలో, ఒక్కళ్ళ ఇద్దరైనా సరే నాతో పాటు
Sir.
జస్ట్ కంటిన్యూ అవ్వండి. యాక్చువల్గా నేను మధ్యలో ఎక్కడ స్టాప్ అయిపోయినా లేకపోతే మీరేమైనా వినట్లేదా నాకు అర్థం కాదు. ఒకళ్ళు ఇద్దరు జస్ట్ నాతో పాటు ఇన్లైన్ లో ఉండండి చాలు.
Okay, sir.
ఓకే. సో వాట్ ఈస్ డేటాబేస్? సో డేటాబేస్ కాకముందు అసలు డేటా అంటే ఏంటి మనం తెలుసుకోవాలి. సో డేటా ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ యూనో మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా సరే బయట మాల్స్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. సో ఏదైనా చిన్న పెన్సిల్ కొన్నా సరే, పెన్ ఎరేజర్ కొన్నా సరే అతను ఒక ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ స్టోర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అనమాట. ఏ విధంగా అంటే ఆ పర్టికులర్ పర్సన్ ఏ టైంలో అతని నేమ్ ఏంటి, అతను ఏ ప్రోడక్ట్ కొన్నాడు, అతను ఎంత ఎంఆర్పి కొన్నాడు. సో ఇది ఒక హై లెవెల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనమాట.
Okay, sir.
ఓకే. సో ఇట్లా డిఫరెంట్ డేటాని మనం జస్ట్ నోట్ ప్యాడ్స్ లో సేవ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తే గార్బేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కలెక్ట్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. అంటే హ్యూజ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ డేటా అనేది మనం ఒక నోట్ ప్యాడ్ లో కానీ మనకి సంబంధించిన మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ ఎక్సెల్స్ లో కానీ మనం అంత హ్యూజ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ డేటాని హ్యాండిల్ చేయడానికి కుదరదు. ఓకేనా? సో మీకు జస్ట్ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. సో మీరు ఇప్పుడు మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ ఎక్సెల్ తీసుకున్నారనుకోండి. ఓకే. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఒక స్టోర్కి వెళ్తే మన నేమ్ సేవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే. మనం ఏ ప్రోడక్ట్ కొన్నాడా అని చెప్పేసి సేవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఎంత ఎంఆర్పి కొన్నాడని సేవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఇట్లా లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది ఒక ఎక్సెల్లో మెయింటైన్ చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. ఓకే. సో ఇట్లా బ్లా 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 కాలమ్స్ ఉండొచ్చు. ఓకే. సో అతను చెక్అవుట్ టైం, అతను ఎప్పుడు వచ్చాడు, ఇంకా అతని ఫోన్ నెంబరు, ఇంకా వేరే ప్రొడక్ట్ 1కి అయితే అట్లానే మనం చూసుకుంటా వెళ్తే ఎక్సెల్లో మ్యాక్సిమం అది హ్యాండిల్ చేసే డేటా 10,48,000 మాత్రమే. కానీ వరల్డ్ పాపులేషన్ ఈ రోజులో చూస్తుంటే మనకి ఒక్క సెకండ్కి ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డేటాస్ అంటే మిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ డేటా జనరేట్ అవుతున్నాయి, అంతే కదా?
Correct, sir.
సో సో మనకి ఒక్క సెకండ్ చూసుకుంటే ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఇప్పుడు మనం మాట్లాడుకున్న టైంలో కూడా కొంచెం ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో జనరేట్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది, మాల్స్ లో కానీ లేకపోతే ఏదో పర్చేసింగ్ లో కానీ. సో ఇంత మిలియన్ ఆఫ్ డేటాని హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి. సో అది ఒక ఎక్సెల్ లో ఇంత స్ప్రెడ్షీట్ లో డేటా మెయింటైన్ చేశాడు అనుకోండి. సో మనం పర్టికులర్ గా ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఒక ఎంప్లాయీ అని తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి. సో నేను జస్ట్ డేటాబేస్ లో జంప్ అయ్యే ముందు జస్ట్ వాట్ ఈస్ డేటా, హౌ టు సీ డేటా అట్లా చెప్తున్నాను. సో సమ్ ఎక్స్ ఎంప్లాయ్ ఉన్నాడు అనుకోండి. సో ఈ ఎక్స్ ఎంప్లాయ్ అనేవాడు సమ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ కొన్నాడు అనుకోండి, 1 2 3. ఓకే, సో ఇట్లా ఈ ఒక్క ఎక్స్ ఎంప్లాయ్ చాలా నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ కొనొచ్చు. కానీ తను బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఏదైనా మోడిఫికేషన్ ఆ ప్రొడక్ట్ మళ్ళీ రిటర్న్ బ్యాక్ ఇచ్చాడు. సో అట్లాంటి టైంలో దాని ప్రొడక్ట్ ఒకటి ట్రాక్ చేయటం చాలా కష్టం అవుతుంది కదా ఏ పర్సన్ కైనా. హలో.
Yes, sir.
సో పర్సన్ ని అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఆ పర్సన్ ప్రొడక్ట్ అతను వేరే డమ్మీ ప్రొడక్ట్ తీసుకొచ్చి మనకి అంటగట్టొచ్చు. మన దాంట్లో హిస్టరీ లేకపోతే అతను మనతో ఆర్గ్యూ చేయొచ్చు కూడా. సో ఈ ప్రొడక్ట్ మీ దగ్గర కొన్నాను అని. సో మనం అప్పుడు ఈజీగా తన మీద ఏదైనా ప్రొడక్ట్ ఐడి అనేది ఉందనుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు మనం డైరెక్ట్ గా 99 అని ప్రొడక్ట్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి. సో మన 99 దగ్గర ప్రొడక్ట్ కొన్న పర్సన్ పేరు ఏంటి మనం ఈజీగా ఐడెంటిఫై చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో నేను డేటా ఒక యూసేజ్ చెప్తున్నాను అనమాట. సో ఇట్లా ఒక్క రికార్డ్కి అయితే ఓకే, ఇట్లా ఫైన్. అట్లా నాకు కొన్ని వేల రికార్డ్స్ ఉంటే సో అదంతా ఇంకోటి ఏంటి, నాకు ఈ 99 రోలో ఈ ప్రొడక్ట్ బదులు అతను ఎక్స్చేంజ్ చేసుకొని ఇంకో ప్రొడక్ట్ ఏదైతే తీసుకున్నాను అనుకోండి. సో నేను అప్పుడు ఆ ప్రొడక్ట్ ఐడి మార్చుకోవాలి, 99 నుంచి 199 అప్డేట్ చేయాలి. సో ఇట్లా మాన్యువల్గా ఒక రికార్డ్ని అప్డేట్ చేయడానికి నాకు ఇంత టైం పడుతుంది. సో మిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ డేటాని అప్డేట్ చేయాలి అంటే వీ నీడ్ సమ్ బిగ్ హెడ్ which should take care of all these actions like data inserting, data deleting. సో ఇంత వాల్యూమ్ ఆఫ్ డేటాని అనలైజ్ చేయడం కానీ, ఇంత వాల్యూమ్ ఆఫ్ డేటాని క్రాష్ అవ్వకుండా జస్ట్ యూనో సేఫ్గా మనం చూసుకోవాలంటే ఫుల్ సెక్యూరిటీగా. సో అప్పుడేంటి మనకి ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఆప్షన్ ఏంటి అంటే డేటాబేస్ అనమాట. సో డేటాబేస్లో మనం ఎన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టేబుల్స్, ఎన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డీనార్మలైజ్ స్ట్రక్చర్ టేబుల్స్ అంటే ఒక్కొక్క టేబుల్ని, ఒక్కొక్క ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ని మనం స్ప్లిట్ చేసుకుంటా హ్యూజ్ టేబుల్స్ని మనం బ్రేక్ చేసుకుంటా వెళ్ళొచ్చు అనమాట, ఎట్లా కావాలంటే అట్లా. సో దానికోసమే మనకి డేటాబేస్లో వచ్చేసరికి మనకి ఏమి రిస్ట్రిక్షన్ లేదనమాట. మనకి ఎంత స్పేస్ కావాలంటే అంత స్పేస్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసుకుంటే వెళ్ళొచ్చు. ఓకేనా. సో దానికోసమే మనకి డేటాబేస్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ అయిందనమాట. ఓకేనా. ఈ పాయింట్ క్లియరా? యాక్చువల్గా మీరు లాట్ ఆఫ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ బయట చేయవచ్చు. నేను జస్ట్ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను. ఓకేనా. ఈ పాయింట్ క్లియర్ అండి మౌలాలి?
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
yes,
can
yes,
you
sir.
tell us the exact definition of database?
Definition of database అంటే it is a collection of objects and it collects a meaningful information to the table. Okay.
Okay,
సో
sir.
ఓకే, సో నేను ఇప్పుడు చెప్తాను. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ఎ డేటాబేస్? ఓకే, సో డేటాబేస్ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ it contains objects like tables, tables, views, and I mean each and every component we discuss is an object to the database. Okay, so which has some logical connection, which has some logical meaning. Okay, so now we'll jump to that. I mean, if you see here, right, we have student information sitting here. Okay, and it is having 101 name and then id. So this is some kind of information which is nothing but is having a 4 rows and having 3 columns. Okay, this s serial number is called column 1, and s underscore number is nothing but column 2, and marks is nothing but column 3. ఓకే, ఇది క్లియర్ కదండి అందరికి? కాలమ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, రోస్ అంటే ఏంటి తెలుసు కదా?
Yeah, clear, sir.
ఓకే ఓకే, ఫైన్. సో కాలమ్స్ అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు చూసారంటే దీంట్లో ఫోర్ రోస్ ఉన్నాయి, 3 కాలమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి అన్నమాట. డేటాబేస్ ఎవరైనా న్యూ హేమంత్ మీకు అర్థమైందా? 3
Yes,
కాలమ్స్
sir. Clear.
4 రోస్.
Yeah, clear.
ఓకే ఫైన్. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం యాక్చువల్గా డేటాబేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అంటే తెలుసుకున్నాం. సో
సార్
యాక్చువల్గా
వన్ సెకండ్ సార్, వన్ మోర్ థింగ్. కాలం మనం ఇంకా ఏదో పిలుస్తాం కదండి సార్, ఐ మీన్ కాలం.
అట్రిబ్యూట్ అని కూడా అనొచ్చు అనమాట. అది డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ బిజినెస్ పీపుల్ డిఫరెంట్ పేర్లతో పిలుస్తారు. నేను జనరల్ గా మనకి అర్థం అవడానికి
తప్పులు అంటే సార్, తప్పులు అంటే కాలమేనా?
కాలమ్స్ అనమాట. యాక్చువల్గా ఇది కాలమ్ 1 COLUM. ఓకే, కాలమ్ 1 column, I mean we can also call it as attribute. Okay, attribute 2, attribute 3. Okay, so that is also
రో
fine.
ఏమని పిలుస్తారు సార్? ఇంకా రోని ఏమని పిలవచ్చు?
Roni we can call this as a record also in some cases.
ఓకే. ఫీల్డ్ సార్,
Okay.
ఫీల్డ్ అంటే
Field is yeah, field is also other word. Okay, which can be called for column. Okay.
ఫీల్డ్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కాలం.
Yeah, both are same only. Okay,
దెన్ టపుల్ సార్, టపుల్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ రో.
I am not sure about that. Yeah.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
Okay. So you people are clear, right? I mean, basic like how to understand what are the rows. If I say what is the second row here, you can understand easily, right?
ఎస్ సార్.
Okay, now let's jump into this. So let me just give an example. So I mean, this is the data which is sitting in my in my Excel or in my notepad somewhere. So I mean, some person who has inserted this marks for this Sri, he has inserted 98 instead of 99. So at that time I have to go and insert, I mean I have to update manually, right? Every time. If some changes are made by mistake, by human error mistakes, right? So the entire, I mean, you have to manage the data. I mean, you have to insert the data, and sometimes you have to you have to correct the data according to the real picture. Okay. So in that case, the management is nothing but we have to, I mean, the entire database management will run in these 4 points. Okay, so one first point is nothing but inserting a new data. I mean, forming a new record in the table. Okay, updating the existing record in the table, which is nothing but you are changing or you are correcting the existing data. Okay, you are deleting. If this person is, I mean, if this Sri is, if this Sri is no more in this organization, or else she is no more in this school, then we can discard this row. We don't need for any business purposes. Okay, so in that way we have to remove this row. Okay, I'll go to the I'll go to each and every statement one by one, but I was just telling you that with data what we'll be doing, how we manage the data. We'll do either inserting or else updating or else deleting, or else we also see the data. Sometimes we want to see the data, how the data is looking sometime. Okay, so these 4 options we regularly deal with any kind of tables or else objects. Okay, so in real world, right, we are having different database related modules. Okay, so we have Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, Teradata, blah blah blah. And then to deal with the database. So database, I told you database is a collection of objects, right? Collection of objects. So to deal with the data, again we have a SQL is nothing but a structured query language. Okay, it is a language which tells you like how to deal with the database. So we need a language, right? I mean, for these computers also we are we are using. దాంట్లో ఓకే. So if you see, right, what is SQL? SQL is nothing but it is a structured query language which tells us like how to deal with the database. Okay, if you want to create some tables, if you want to insert some records, you want to delete some records. So all these actions, you want to update the, if you want to update some particular record, or if you want to drop a particular column, or else if you want to alter the size of the column from 10 bytes to, from 10 size to 20 size. So in that case, the SQL is the platform where it interacts the, to the database and make it done. Okay, whatever the action you have given to that instance, it will just execute and finish it over there. So now we'll jump to, these are nothing but you can go see. So this is the main point you have to understand. So every command ends with an colon. Okay, so this is the main point you have to understand. So guys, sorry, so this is an important point here. Just make a note of this. Okay, every command we have to end with the when ends with the semicolon. Okay, so this is very important, and it is this database concept is introduced by IBM. uh, and then if you see, right, SQL language is been splitted into multiple languages like DDL, DML. Okay, I will just go through each of them, but this is just a what I was just telling you. Okay, so we have total five different languages. Okay, so one is data definition language. Okay, so in data definition language, means by the naming standard, you have to identify that we are defining some kind of objects. We are defining we are defining some objects. We are we are we are trying to do some modification to that objects. Okay, so if you jump to if you jump to this statement, it is clearly saying that a database, this data definition language is nothing but it is used to create an object. Okay, it is used to create an object, or else if you want to modify an object, we can use alter command. These five commands are nothing but this comes under like DDL combination, where we can where we can create an object and we can alter the object, or else we can drop the object, or else we can truncate the object, or else we can rename the object. And if you run this command, these are auto comment. Okay, so we can't do any rollback here. So this is main important point. Yeah, for DDL commands, we can't do we can't do any rollback. Okay, so if you create a table, or else if you alter the table, or else if you drop the table, if you truncate the table, it is auto commit in some situations. Okay, so it is used to create an object, and alter the structures of an object, and also to delete an object from the server. It is a collection of 5 commands. Okay, so this is clear. DDL, what is DDL?
Data definition language.
Yeah, so
So it is used to manage the data. So we can
yeah,
create or merge
yeah,
or
yeah. We
okay.
yes. It is used to create a object. Okay, it is used to create an object. It is you need to manipulate the object. You can change the object length from 10 to 20, or else if you want to drop that particular column from that object, or else if you want to add a special column, or else you have to think. Okay, for every idea what we are getting for a table, we will have different approaches in the SQL. Okay, so what is DDL? Can anyone answer again? Hemant?
DDL is some of the.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
DDL is one of the SQL language. DDL in the sense data definition language. Here we can perform five things. One is create, we can alter, we can drop and truncate and rename. These five functions we can do in
Yeah.
DDL. Sir,
Okay.
can you
Good.
please
Good.
tell truncate, sir? What is truncate?
Yeah, yeah. I will go one by one. I will just give you. Okay. I will just give you an brief, brief example on these five commands in Excel. Okay. Let's
Okay.
imagine. Okay. So first I will create. Okay. So I have some. Okay. I have some database. Okay. This is my database. Okay. I'm just saying this is my space area. Okay. So in this space area, I mean this 10 lakh record space area is there. Okay. So in this space area, I have just created one object which consists of let's take this many. I mean only. Okay. It is having column one, column two. Okay, so if you see here, right, I have created, I mean, I will just give you how to give you a syntax like how to create a particular table or else, that I will just give you. But before jumping to that, I will just give, brief note on this, what is create, what is alter, what is drop, what is truncate, and what is rename. Okay, on table level. Okay, so we have three columns in a particular table. Let's state this is a TGT table. Okay, so I'm having row 1, row 2. Let's take like this. I'm having R2, R3, R4, R5, 6, 6, and 7. Okay, so I'm having 7 rows and 3 columns, right? So what is create? Create is nothing but we are creating the structure of the table. Okay, means only these 3 columns we used to make them while creating. So there is some syntaxes. Okay, there are some syntaxes for each and every statement. I'll just go through all the syntaxes one by one. But before that, I just want to be clear that what is a table. Okay, so that is the point. So if you see here, right, where I have an example here, like I have 3 columns in a table and having 7 rows. So this is nothing but a table which is created and which is holding a seven rows with 3 columns. Okay, so now if you see alter is to currently I have created alter. Okay, I'll just tell here what is alter. Okay, alter can do multiple operations, like if I created column 1 with the scale of 10. Okay, so later I was inserting data till 10 characters. Okay, but in future my business has improved and I just want to I'm getting a column information around 15. So in that case I have to uh, increase my column length from 10 to 15 so that my business functionality will not break. Okay, so you want to alter or else if you want to drop some column which is not required for my business purposes. So in that case also we can go with the alter commands. Okay, so there are multiple use cases. Okay, to work with alter. I have just given you, brief thing, like if you want to alter something, alter the table, last column, or else if you want to modify the size, or else if you want to modify the column name from column 1 to double one. So in that case we have to go with alter. Okay, and then drop means if you want to drop entire table. I mean, I don't want this table in my system because this is not reusable. I mean, it is not usable for any reporting purposes. So instead of this, right, because of this waste table, my database size is getting increased day by day. So in that case, I can take some action, to drop the table in the database. Okay. And then what is truncate? Truncate is nothing but, to trunk entire data from the table itself. Okay. Truncate is nothing but to clean the data by having the structure of the table will be remaining same, but the data will be no more in the table. Okay, you are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is rename? Rename is nothing but, if you want to modify the table name from tg to underscore something else like this, or something else, tgt, and then today's date. What is today's date? March 7th. Okay.
7th.
Yeah. So if you want to rename the table name from this table to this table name, then we will go with rename. Okay. So this is nothing but data definition. Okay. So is it clear, guys?
Sir, one thing, sir. Here, drop in the sense it will remove the data permanently or temporarily, sir.
That we will go. That will go one by one. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
I have just given you, high level what is what. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now DDL is very much clear. Okay, guys, please go through, this recording session. Okay, whenever you are getting time. So the concept which I discuss in future will be very easy. Okay. So next thing is data manipulating. Manipulating is nothing but, we are doing something with the data. We are playing with the data. We are updating the data, or else we are deleting. Okay. So manipulating is nothing but we are we are changing the data. Okay, you have to clearly notice this word. Okay, manipulation means you are updating, or else you are doing something on top of the data. Okay, it is clear, right? Data manipulation is nothing but we are manipulating the data. Okay, so this statement is used to store the data, or else modify the data, or else delete the data in the database. Okay, DML commands are not auto commit. Bullshit. What is this command? These are committed. Oh, sorry, yeah. So actually, for this DML, right, whenever we perform something, insert else update. Yeah, this statement is very very important. Okay, these we have to commit by end of the transaction. We have to just commit the changes. Okay, so this is very important point. Okay, so DMLs are nothing but mostly we can use. Okay, so this you can understand, na? By I mean, end of the day you can understand what is this. Okay, let me just jump to these 4 commands what they are doing. Okay, so data manipulation is nothing but, you are manipulating, or else you are inserting something. Okay, or else you are deleting something. Okay, I have, these 4 commands. Okay, I have created a table. Let's take an example. I have created a table with 4 rows, with 3 rows. Okay, table name now SRC. Okay, now it is SRC. So insertion is nothing but you are inserting the data in each and every cell. I mean each and every column. Okay, I mean we are inserting some row, like column 1 is my name Ravi. Okay, Ravi, and my column 2 is my last name Kumar, and column 3 is my salary 20K. Okay, so something else like that. You are inserting a new record. Okay, insert is nothing but you are making some transaction to the table, and then at the same time you will be updating some. Okay, so remember this point, guys. Whenever you make some transaction to an object, or else you are dropping an object, or else if you are if you are removing the object, or else if you are doing something on top of the object, you are playing with an object, then what you have to do is you have to just commit the changes at the end of the transaction every time. Okay, you should not forget this commit. Okay, so what is an update? Update is nothing but you are updating a particular cell for a particular row. Okay, or else if you want to update entire row, based on some transaction. If you can do that, you can do that also. Like take one example. Like I just want to update my Ravi salary from 20K to 30K. So I just have to execute one update statement. I will just give you in syntaxes for each and everything. Okay, so insert is nothing but we are just inserting a record to that object, and updating is nothing but we are just updating the object. I mean, updating the record in that object. Hemant, you are clear, right?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So and coming to delete means you can delete the entire row. I mean, entire row, or as well as you, if you want to catch, if you want to delete only the Ravi Kumar records, then you can do that one also. Like we have to just execute one delete statement. So each and every time when that statement is fired, it will delete that particular row in the table. So this is about Meji. We can discuss later. Meji is
So,
nothing but to, yeah. Someone is
so
saying.
I have a question. In DDL, you said the truncate,
Yeah.
and DML, it becomes delete. So both are same, right? Deleting the data. So why are these two names?
No. Actually, differences are there. Actually, delete is nothing but delete can delete entire row. Okay. If
Hmm.
you want to delete entire tables, okay, entire table data, you can delete that. I mean, if you write a statement to delete only the table data, delete from the table name is enough. But if you want to point some record and delete that record only, then you can't handle that with a truncate. Okay. So there are some
Okay.
use cases. I'll just go through them one by one. Okay. So main
Sure.
difference is like truncate will delete entire data. Okay, but we
So the
can't use.
table will remain the same, and inside the table, the data will delete. That
Yes,
belongs to
yes,
truncate.
yes. Delete
Done.
means delete is also like the family of truncate, but delete has a nature, to identify bunch of records, or else correct, point to point record, or else group of records you can delete, or else something else like that. Yeah. if
Done.
you want to
Understand.
if you want to see if you want to delete from the range, okay, from third record to sixth record. So in that way also we can deal with delete. But truncate
Okay.
will not give that future. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so DML is done. Okay, and then DRL is nothing but data retrieval language. It means you want to see the output of the table. Okay, some persons are using some business tables. Okay, so at the end of the day, or at the end of the end of the month, or else something else, once the business is completed, by end of the day, if the business people want to see the data, how the data is looking into the particular tables, that we just have to use this select statement to see what kind of data is looking into the tables. Okay, we have some syntax called select star from table name. Okay, so this will just show you like what is the table data information available. Okay, this is nothing. Yeah, just we are just viewing the data. Okay, in the object. Okay. So coming to TCL, it means TCL is nothing but to close some transactions. Okay, TCL is nothing but to commit, or whatever transactions you have made. If you want to undo them, okay, if you want to undo them, sometimes, right, some wrong updates you might be firing. Okay, let's see this example. Okay, see here I have updated. Here I have updated Ravi Kumar to, where is that guy? Yeah, Ravi Kumar to 30K. Okay, but later on, end of the day, I have noticed. I mean, in that between the transaction, someone said like, oh, no, it is not 30. It is 20K only. We forgot to update you. Like, that's updated salary for Ram Kumar, not for Ravi Kumar. So in that way, I mean, if the update is happened and you have not saved the changes into the database, then you can issue the rollbacks to come to the previous step as it is. Okay, save point is nothing but for for every insets or updates, you can issue one save point. Till that point, whatever the transactions are there, those will be saved. Something else like that. Yeah, I never use the save point in any transactions, but rollback and commit are mostly important. Okay, save point I will just discuss whenever I get an opportunity, to discuss more on TCL. Okay, so grants and revokes are nothing but, if you want, you have created an object. Okay, let's take Hemant has created one employee table in his schema. Okay, but he is working individually in that schema, and then at the end of the day, I asked, like, I want to just see the employee table schema. Okay, will you? I mean, if I ask him, like, then Hemant has to give some permissions to that table to access to my user. So Hemant can use this grant syntax to to my user ID, so that I can view his tables. Okay, and then after my usage of this table, if he wants to roll back the grant permissions to the table, then he can use the revoke option. Okay, so DCL DCL is nothing but data data control language. Okay, okay, this is clear, guys. I mean, these five languages are clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Should I ask someone? Okay, let me just pick up one guy. Jayvardhan, you are clear on this?
Yes, Anna, yes.
Okay, okay. Sunil, ఈ సీక్వెల్స్ అండ్ సీక్వెల్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ పైన ఐడియా వచ్చిందా? ఒక అట్లీస్ట్ వాట్ ఈజ్ వాట్ తెలిస్తే మనం మూవ్ అవ్వచ్చు. ఓకే, హీస్ నాట్ స్పీకింగ్. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఫైన్. ఓకే, సో ఇవన్నీ జస్ట్ మీరు యూనో మీరు మైండ్లో పెట్టుకోవాలన్నమాట. అంటే if I want to do some action on this particular record, then what are the techniques I have to apply for that record? Okay, if I asked you to update something to the particular row, then you have to think about like update and then commit. Okay, and if I ask you to insert some record in this particular table, and then get and then display that output, then you have to think about, like, I want to issue insert, commit, and then select. Okay, in that way you have to prepare yourself. Okay, okay, let's come to object. So I told you, na, table is one of the object, okay, in the database. Okay, so table is used to store the information. Okay, it is generally collection of rows and columns. Okay, so the table syntax, to create a table, we use this kind of syntax: table, create table, table name of, column name, and data type, and we have to give some size, and then you know column 2, and then column 3. Okay, so in this way we can create a particular table in particular schema, or else particular for the particular user. Okay, okay, so the exact syntax is this. Okay, so guys, for practicing, right, you have to just install the latest version of Raquel SQL 11G or 12C. Okay, so just Google it. Yeah, it will just, or else if you ask me personally, I mean, if you contact Venki Anna, then he will just guide you into me, so that I will just give you like how to install SQL in your box.
Sir,
Can you ping that link in the chat box, sir? If possible.
Okay, I'll just give you that that folder itself. Yeah, I have I mean, you people are there in the Telegram.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll just give you. I have one file with me, so I'll just forward you that file in case. Okay. You just have to install that, and then on top of that you have to install Oracle SQL Developer. Okay, so Oracle SQL Developer
is there any group in Telegram, sir? Or
no, you just ask me, I'll just share, yeah.
yeah,
Or else
okay, fine.
I just have to go to that link.
Okay.
It's Oracle 11G, I guess, yeah.
Sir, I have installed Oracle 10G, but I don't know how to do this, the syntax and all. Can you please tell us?
Yes. Oracle. Anything, any latest version is enough. On top of that, you just have to, so download it from here and then. Okay, let me just jump to SQL Developer. Okay, guys, till here it is fine. I mean, this what is table, what is column, what is row. I mean, who are new to this terminology, if they are okay, then I can go ahead. What is table, what is columns, what is rows? I will, if I go fast, I mean, other people will be very slow. I mean,
Clear.
yeah, Jayvardhan, you are totally new to this, or else you have some background on this. Naveen, Sandeep, Sirisha, Sudhakar, anyone? Just say yes or no. That's it.
Yes, Anna.
I mean, you people are having knowledge on this. What is? I mean, this terminology. What I was speaking till now. I mean, what is an object? What is an languages I have discussed, right? So you are familiar with these words. I mean, these tables, objects, columns, rows. You are okay, right, with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. It's okay. Let me just jump. I mean, today I will just discuss about syntaxes and all, and then I will just give you some points. Okay. Mm. So what is insert? Insert, if you want to make one record inserted into that particular table, then we have to go with an insert command. Okay. For every languages options, right? I have discussed in the previous page. So for this all the commands, for all these commands, we are having different syntaxes. Okay. To insert a particular row, or else to update a particular row, or else if you want to delete a particular row. So every statement is having a different syntaxes. So you have to be very sure about, while working with those syntaxes. Like if you are inserting a particular record in the particular table, then you have to mostly have this points in mind, so that you'll not make any mistakes while inserting a particular row. Okay, so let's see this an example. Okay, I have created one table called student, and I'm supposed to insert a record into the table. Okay, so where my, if you see here an example. Okay, an example is made here. Okay, previous to this, I'll just give you one small question like thing. In real world, how many data natures you will be seeing in real world? How many kinds of data natures you will be seeing?
What is the data nature, sir?
Okay, so data nature is nothing but how the data will be. Okay, so if you see here in real world, we deal with all either strings. I mean, our name is exactly string, right? I mean, it kinds of statement, right?
Yes, sir.
So in real world, our name is like a string, or else it can be called as char also. It is like a character, right? The entire thing is a character. Okay. So these all sometimes I will say varchar also. Okay. We have different options in this thing to handle a particular string. Okay. So in real world, uh, we deal with character data type with some with some data type components which are available, okay, to store different data with the different sizes. Okay, sometimes we also deal with based on the time also we take some kind of decision, right, on this particular day. So date also is one kind of data nature sitting with us and playing with us. And sometimes numbers, right? Numbers are also very important, right, for us. Like example, phone number, or else our salary and department number, and then agent number. So I mean, in real world we just discuss about, we deal all the time with this kind of data only. Okay, sometimes, right, some third party tools, or else some kind of vendors, they maintain all this data information into the strings. Okay, but in database, right, in database, if you want to have the information stored on the based on the nature, then that can be handled by using we have some data types. Okay, we have some data types are nothing but to handle the particular data into the particular column. Okay, to make a insert, or to make an update, we need the data type nature. Okay, so for the strings we use char or else varchar. Okay, for date we have system date. Okay, system date is an example. Okay, system date is an example where it generates a today's date. Okay, coming to numbers are nothing but we have different numbers, and then float range, and then okay, float, and then decimal sometimes. Okay, and then blah blah blah. Okay, so in real world we just deal with this for three data types. Okay, if let's jump to an example. Okay, so I have a student table. So in this student table I have example, I have department number, which is holding a numeric nature, and it is and we can insert only 10, I mean numbers. Okay, and the second is Arun, which is holding a string in nature, and then the third one is marks. Okay, marks are nothing but numerics. Okay, so if you see here, if you want to insert a particular record into the particular table, for the strings what we have to do is we have to insert always with the single quotations. Okay, then only that particular cell will be treated as a string. Okay, for the numerics, it is okay, I mean you can insert with the without colon. Okay, and then for the dates, we have different things. Okay, that I will just explain you, but here we are discussing about number.